He only needed one name. The Carver, like the wind, or the lightning, or the dawn. With his presence, a new age began. The kings of the south stood. They were the lords of the desert sea.
Greetings! What, you surely ask, is such a well-heeled Praetorian doing here among the dust and brambles? Removing the tarnish for my name and solving the Jotun problem. There's a good deal to be said about them. None of it nice. You hear tales now and then of Jotun guards and Jotun soldiers. I'll believe that when I see it. Brutes! Grand to behold, but lousy with Jotun and spiders and gods know what else. Makes me think the Truesworn put their blasted keep here out of sheer bloody spite. Overlooked. Ignored. Once I've settled this Jotun problem, my Praetorian friends will be humming a different tune. I am, you see, ranked Decanus. That is above Auxiliary, where I served my time, and beneath Centurion, which is where I belong. Their keep is hard to miss. It sits on Menethir like an Etin on a pile of bones. The old Ragnar has died, and his successor is stirring the embers of war. But he's too clever to openly provoke the Truesworn, so he's attacking gnomes instead. That will not stand. I have a plan to settle this, but it requires someone of both delicacy and grit. Priest, apothecary, and spiritual guide to Jotun kind. The old Ragnar ruled all the Jotun in these heights and the mountains beyond. If this upstart stirs all of them to war, things could go badly for everyone. The Truesworn have their place in my plan, but not yet. Coaxing the Ragnar to show his face requires a subtlety that our local Castellan lacks. Yes, I think you do. First, we must find some new and better enemies for the Jotun. Go into Tyrscotter Mine, southeast of here, and steal the clan totem from the kobolds that dwell there. Then return to me. To reclaim it, the kobolds will fight to the death, and as for the Jotun, well, one thing at a time. Tyrscotter Mine is full of the little filchers. If you ask me, they're worse than the Jotun. It seems the old Ragnar had some wisdom in that slab of a skull. Kept a shrewd balance between infighting and angering his neighbors. But now he's dead, and the new Ragnar fancies the warpath. But that won't be good for anyone. We'll never know if the mine collapsed because of the kobolds, or if the kobolds got in because of the collapse. Either way, it's theirs now.
I'm sorry for the way I left Ironfast. The last time I saw my mother was the day she set off for these ruins. She came here and never returned. I thought maybe... But we must be going. Records speak of a sacred passage that leads to the forge. They say he came to this place a prince, and left it sworn to war. How he entered the passage, what he learned there, none but he know. It's said that the way from the sacred passage to the forge opened only for Eamon, and at its end, he learned the secrets of the First Sworn. It's also said to have closed and sealed the day that he died. I owe you an explanation, don't I? When I was young, my father touched the hilt of a chaos-cursed dagger. The magic within it disfigured and diseased him. My mother spent her life delving into war-sworn past in search of a cure. She searched everywhere, until she came here. Thank you for listening. Lead on, Oathblade.
Oh.
She was so close. Look, that must be the sacred passage there. Yes, to reach the ancient forge, you must go through a sacred passage. Of course, I can't be certain. No one but Eamon himself has ever walked those halls. All right, let's do this. There's no hope. We've come all this way. For what? You and I are not Eamon. How can we ever hope to pass through that? Yes, but it can't be done. Try for yourself. Ancient magic bars the way.
Only those foreseen may enter here. Fate bars this path, and none may alter fate. Approach, mortal. The hammer must be remade. The hammer. To the forge. You will know the way. The wisdom is within you.
Look at it, how it shines. This is a weapon of legend. Held in Aegon's hands, it felled Niskaru by the score. But now we have our own legends to make. The Niskaru Lord Kamazondu is imprisoned in Cloudcrest Mountain, in the Hollowlands. As Beeson weaves his spell, something called the Niskaru Lord's Crown will emerge. Are you listening? It is not truly a crown, but emanations of the Niskaru Lord itself, as it emerges from the mountain. It cannot escape all at once, so if we can injure these first projections with the Mystic Hammer, we can close the door Beeson seeks to open. Cloudcrest Mountain looks over the southern Hollowlands, west of here. I will go to Ironfast Keep for reinforcements and meet you there. He plans to free a Niskaru Lord, and we hope to stop him. May Tharu help us. In the end, he but dreamed a nightmare. But Beeson might make the nightmare real. They both suffered and died because the knowledge and memory of our order was squandered and lost. I will not forget that. But I can be content that their deaths were not in vain either. A Niskaru Lord is an immense being of pure chaos. Kamazondu's nature is that of great cunning and persuasion. Be wary and believe nothing it says. The first emanations of the Niskaru Lord, emerging from, if I read correctly, the mountain itself. That's the first stage of the spell. Let's not find out what happens after that. It worked before when Aegon fought Farlong. Let's hope that it works for you. To the mountain then, and our final task.
those times, as it was written of our forebears. They lived off the bounty of sea and forests, the newly met people. If I am alive, there is no trouble. The temple of our entire family and all the rocks, the shadowed niches, the secret tales of our ancestors, the the grounds on which they practiced her magic arts.
In ancient times, the desert had no shade. The sun burned the land to ruin. The rivers disappeared, and the animals hid underground.
The people cried to Helios for mercy, but he didn't answer their prayers. As the plants withered in the heat, the hollow lands echoed with the crackle of fires. Then, the winged Saina, the mediator of earth and sky, came from Ishara. She beheld the suffering desert and swooped down upon the hollow lands. Her feathers shaded the scorching sands. Her wings cooled the broken ground. Her tears fell to the dust, where rivers were born.
Look, Beeson has carved his own way into the mountain, and that will be our route as well. Let's go. Yes, the crown will emerge at Cloudcrest's summit. That's where Beeson will be.
It's good to be back in the thick of it. There's no doubt he's up there, and no knowing what he's capable of when cornered. But we do have the element of surprise. I'd been yearning to return to the field of battle. And I feel that I owe Gwyn this, at the very least. So that's the fabled hammer. How does it gleam like that? What odd markings it has. Precious few advance in rank so quickly. And again, things don't often go normal around you, do they? A Warsworn has to be a stalwart soldier. But more than that, you've got to show that fact to the world. Climb to the top. Show these wretches our sword arms. Defeat Beeson. Shouldn't be too hard now, should it? Oathblade.
We'll hold them back. You go on. Do what you came to do.
What have you done, you fool? Do you think this war can be won without me? Mortals cannot triumph against such malice. We've fought this war for more than 10 years. We could fight 100 more, and for nothing. I could have ended it. I could have promised 1,000 years of peace and protection under my rule. With Kamazandu at my side, and an Iskaru host at my command, who could threaten us? No one. I am sick of the doctrines of Rathir. Power must be hidden, guide from an unseen source. Cowards. Great power must reveal itself and stretch its wings. Follow me? I would have freed it, of course, and Farlong was sure the web of spells would... I could feel its fire coursing in my veins. We were nearly one voice, one mind. What difference who follows whom? But you have severed the bond. It would have given me power, the power to save us all. And you took that from me. For that, you will pay. Now die!
means I won't be stretching my limbs so soon. It is a shame that the mage proved so feeble an instrument of my will. Would that I had a better, stronger one. That is true. What a shame. I was nearly free after so long, but the seal is cracked, and my mind may now wander. Imagine what I could do if I had an instrument through which to act as well. Your glory is bright, little one, but in less than a blink of my eye, your candle will flicker and fade. A whiff of smoke, then nothing. But I will be here still. I will chuckle when you die. And when I am freed, I will laugh until the seas boil and the mountains shake. I will wait, but not for long.
Were you talking to someone? Never mind. I saw it all from over there. You were like one of the first sworn in living flesh. When you're ready, head back to the Hall of the First Sworn. Don't keep us waiting there, all right? Dead, right over there. Aegon himself would have been impressed. Comazondu is restored to its prison, thanks to you. I don't know how you forged it or what magic it contains, but I do know it worked. I saw it for myself. Hall of the First Sworn, don't delay.
Enter. Stand before the sworn assembly. You have done great deeds. You have shined brightly as Caerwyn's blade and cleared the dust from our most glorious past. You have felled foes beyond imagining, and stayed true and sworn to war. Therefore, I proudly bestow upon you the high and treasured rank of Truesworn. With one hand, we remain sworn to war in the noble mercenary's creed. With the other, we shall keep watch and strike at every Niskaru threat. What is it? That such a madman exists proves only that there can be others. I am an old soldier. I have seen a great deal, but I am humbled to be standing here. One or two rare souls are awarded the rank in a lifetime. Mine was earned saving the Order from schism and disarray, but that was years ago. When the Crystal War truly ends, a keep will be established there in Cluricon. Most of our ranks will come back west, however. Though the old keeps will fill, somehow, I do not foresee idle hands. Something tells me Niskaru will be found, and we will fight them.
I've come all the way from Cluricon to see this Truesworn. The tales we've heard of your deeds, of Gwyn's deeds, and it seems that the tales are true. So he thought to end the war, did he? I wake and sleep upon the front, and I've never dreamt such a foolish dream. I've known Gwyn a good many years. Made pledge shield on the same day, she and I. Always knew she had greatness in her. And to think old Demon himself once walked this hall. That's it then. Looks old for a new-made thing. The light upon it. Swear I've never seen anything like it. Call me a Castellan without a keep. Within the greater army is a smaller, war-sworn force. And that force answers to me. That's a title of honor. See you keep it free of tarnish or shame. Where there's war-sworn. Our way is the soldier's life. It gets under your skin and into your blood, and there it stays.
If it isn't the hero himself. Now that was a display. We saw the fight in the end, though we were too late and too far to lend a hand. It's quite old, I'm sure. Bit dusty for my taste. Now there's a feather for your cap, and well deserved at that.
We did it. You did it. You were like another Aegon. I still can't believe it. One of the first sworn stands before me, and I can call him friend. Did he truly wish to use Niskaru to win the war, I wonder? Or had Chaos simply twisted his mind? You've more than earned it. I know. I was there.
We meet again, soldier. Congratulations. You have done remarkable things. The world is better off without such men. I knew her mother well. I think that perhaps Gwyn has always been a hero, waiting for her tale to commence. You could not have found a better companion against this foe. Many times I have passed these ruins. In my youth, I explored them often, but I never imagined this could be here. From all I have heard, the title is well earned. Bear it proudly.
Polished armor means you haven't used.
streets of Menethir are thick with Jotun.
Greetings.
Me, I'm rarely outside. Always things to be done about the keep. Oh, you want that contract, do you? Now you guard these ghastly things closely. Mind you, they're not suited for combat. They're for surgery and unnaturally sharp. Dead? Why, that's a shame. I'd say I'm sure he'll be missed. But he's from Whitestone, so you never know. And that's his walking staff there. I'll take that. Job well done. Ah, with the Jotun and the kobolds, we just haven't had time to burn them out. Fine work you've done. All right now.
The heat's as deadly as the Jotun and the spiders.
That's all I can do to repair the nicks and dings on the Pledge Shield's armor.
What do you need? Dust, dents, and scars. That's the item.